If you can put down those habits and you start doing those habits today, it's not going to be surprising that you're going to get the life that you deserve and want into the future. I'm Jason Yarusi, the Live 100 podcast, the place that you maximize and optimize your life so you can get the tips, the tricks, the know-hows, the discipline, the accountability to go out there to make your level 100 life that you deserve. So today we're going to talk about 5 steps to a greater life. Now, you can think about this on any level, but ultimately when you think about 5 steps to a greater life, it just comes down to really living your life. In so many points, especially today when there's so much communication out there, is that we have to be true to ourselves, and this is number 1, is that we have to be true to what is the life we want. Because in many parts of life, we get stuck living someone else's life. We get stuck thinking about how good it would be to be somebody else, how great it would be to potentially have something that we don't have, when in fact, everything that we want is right in front of us. And when we can be honest with ourselves, we can shut off the noise and we can say to ourselves, what is important with us today? What is important to us today? What is the results that if we had them would make us everything we want? And be realistic that if we had these results, would it be everything we want? We hear so many times that if we had money, that would be the answer. But on the other front, we have all these people who have money that aren't happy. So if it's the answer, then why aren't these people happy? But on the other side, there's people that are happy with money. So is it our notion of what it is that's important to us? Or is it the idea that makes us feel good, but when the result comes, there's not actually the result we want? So do you want to have a healthy relationship with your family? Do you want to be really successful in your business life? Do you want to have a perfect body, right? All those could be attainable. However, is that what you want? Being true to yourself, being true to what you want, being true to knowing the life that you have and can have is the answer to you getting the life you want. Number 2, what are the habits today of a person who has that life? And most notably, you, when you have that life, what would be the habits today that that person does to live that life? You can't think that what you're doing today is going to get you to where you want to go unless it's building you already on the path. But if you don't have what you want today, the action steps, the habits that you have, the things that you're doing, ultimately are not going to get you to where you want to go. So what are the habits of the person, you, right? Your future self. What are the habits there of that person, right? That can mimic, that can put yourself in a place here to put yourself in the right path to get where you want to go in the future. Is it getting up earlier? Is it reading more? Is it meditating? Is it eating healthier? Is it drinking a glass of water? Is it getting out there and exposing yourself to other people that are high-level successful people? What are the habits of those people here? Is it making 50 calls? Is it sending thank you notes, right? What are those successful habits that that person who you are being, who you will be, does? If you can put down those habits and you start doing those habits today, it's not going to be surprising that you're going to get the life that you deserve and want into the future. Number 3, start today. If you want a life that you don't have, well, waiting is not going to get you to that life. In most times of our life, we think that waiting gives us some extra knowledge or some extra points, but what it does is it delays the opportunity to get where you want to go. I was sitting in the barber shop a couple weeks ago, and there was a guy there, and he was talking about how he's mid-40s, right? And he was with getting his hair cut by his barber, and he's got a young kid and an older kid. He wants to wait for his younger kid to get older because at that point, him and his friend are going to start this business here. But by the time that decade goes by, he's never going to start that business, because he's waiting for this thing. And it sounds good, he's saying it today, and everybody's like, oh, that sounds so good. But his kids are just going to get more and more involved in things, more and more involved in activities, and it's going to put more and more paths and hurdles in front of him here, that he's never going to get to that goal of actually starting what he wants, because he's going to say someday. Where today is the day for you. Today is the day for you to say, okay, this is the life I want. These are the habits of that person. I am going to start those habits today. And when you start today, The things you need today are going to put you in a place to where you want to be tomorrow. Number 4, you have to believe in yourself. There's nothing that's going to happen if you can't get up and believe in yourself. Now, is that going to be easy? No, it's going to be the hardest thing, because each and every day we have to get up and again face our own mind here about all the reasons that we can't do it, all the reasons that we shouldn't, all the reasons that we're not meant to be, all the reasons that why we're not right for this role, all the reasons why other people are going to think poorly of us, or people are going to disown us, or people are not going to like us, or people are not going to like the person we're becoming. Well, that's fine. Because the person that you are becoming is the person that you're meant to be. And if those people can't surround or stand to be by you, then they shouldn't be by you in the first place. But you'll find the right people are going to be in your life when you become that right person that you're meant to be in your best life forward. So each and every day you have to get up and do what it takes to put that belief back into your mind. If that's getting up and walking outside into the sunlight, great. If that's getting up and exercising, if that's getting up and just going hugging your kids, right? If that's getting up, saying affirmations, if that's getting up and reading a positive book, whatever it takes each and every day to put you in the mental state to be in the right position to go out there and believe in yourself. That belief is not going to be put upon you by others. It is not going to come to you by some magical thing out there in the universe. It's going to be you saying, today, I believe in me. Today, I can get the results. Today, I can take action. Today, I am that person who deserves the life I want. And when you do that, it may not feel right at first, but the more you do it, the more you put that belief, the more you put the reps in, the more you put into that part of saying, okay, this is me, the more it will start to be true. And lastly, number 5, you have to persevere. Nothing good is going to come quickly. Nothing good is going to sustain if you don't put in the work and do it each and every day in a routine fashion. It's very easy to say, oh, I feel motivated, and then, oh, I don't feel motivated, and then I feel motivated, and I don't feel motivated. Motivation comes and goes. It doesn't stay. It doesn't last. It's something that we get, right? It's like taking a pre-workout energy mix where you have it there, and then all of a sudden now it's there, and then a couple hours later it's gone. That's motivation. Most people are waiting to be motivated. Motivation is something that comes and goes. Stop waiting to be motivated. Be disciplined that you are your own motivation. You are everything you need. You are the motivation already each and every day by the decisions you make. The decisions you make to take action, to discipline yourself, to be accountable to yourself, get you the results you want, that puts you in a position to where you want to be to get to that life that you deserve, that you want to be. So ask yourself, if you don't have it right where you want today, can you take those steps today, those 5 steps, to start leading yourself down that journey, to put yourself in that right position to say, this is the life I want, this is the habits of those people that I want, these are the values of those people, these are the beliefs I need to have in myself here, and these are the disciplines, the action I need to take action and start today, and then persevere as times get tough into the future to continue myself down that journey. Nothing good comes easy, we all know. However, good does come and greatness follows when we put in the work, we persevere, we take the action steps, we keep discipline to our success, we follow the results, we go there and analyze the results, we continue to build upon that. All right, so that's the 5 steps to the better life. If you want to hear more, make sure you go down there and hit that follow button, rate and review this podcast. We'd love to hear from you. We appreciate everybody here who's reached out to us. Make sure if this is something that can build for somebody else, share this podcast today for someone that needs to hear it. This is Jason Yarusi. This is the Live 100 podcast. Let's do this.